Is that what the balls are called? Brooks and Dunn?
I just trying to get off this topic.
Brent, we're talking about Brooks and Dunn, buddy.
Hey, wipe
That's
off Brooks.
what it said.
Don't
He's
forget
like,
about Dunn.
You guys were like Alan Jackson, and I'm going crazy over here going, it's Brooks and Dunn.
Hello?
Yeah, I want to know who this is right now.
This is Joe Miller. Who's this?
Let me ask you a question. Why are you calling my girlfriend in the middle of the night?
I don't know who you're talking to.
Don't make excuses. You tell me who you are.
I told you who I am. Who's this?
Don't deny it, boy.
Who is this?
How long has this been going on between you and her?
What are you talking about?
Oh, really?
Declan, do you like the Foo Fighters?
No.
So, are you just going to ask me questions and I can answer it and then we'll go from there? And you can edit out anything that makes me look stupid? Or if I say something really messed up that needs to be gone?
Yeah. Let's talk about how much we hate Scott, guys.
This is Mike Shecker.
I want to
How you doing, people?
wake up, feel fine, grab my baggies off the clothesline. I want to wake up, restore, thinking back on the night before. I said yeah, then I did it. Having not a
feels like
second
a rape
thought.
dungeon in here.
I know exactly what he tastes like.
I said yeah, then I did it. La 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 la.
Just a Michael.
No. You cannot buy the beer. Beer! Close your eyes. No. I always blame the beer.
Okay, here's the show.
What episode are we at today?
I don't know. I ain't been here in like a month. I don't even know how to talk in the mic anymore. They're on 87, episode 87 of Adjust the Mic.
Is it really?
Yeah.
87. That was a good year.
Do you want a 5-second break on this? Beautiful?
No, we don't need one.
No?
We're good.
Can we do it anyways?
Sure.
All right, go. I forgot the episode number. 87! 87 of Adjust the Mic. To my right, the hostess with the mostest, Mr. Scott.
Hello, governors.
Oh, miss you guys. To my left, the craft beer queen, Colleen.
How are you now?
Good. Down yonder is Viking Metal Chris.
I
Oh,
thought you made
Scott,
some
nothing
music.
with-
I did make some music.
Scott usually jumps in on that.
I wasn't even tuned in. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, my
Oh, man.
We're not doing anything important over here.
and once again, Frank Robb.
How y'all doing?
How's it going,
What's going
Frank?
on, Frank?
What's up, man?
Welcome
going, guys?
again.
A beardless Frank Robb.
A totally
This is
different
so
looking Frank.
strange.
He's got
It
a
is
beard.
weird.
I'm 5 days into stubble.
There's no.
Yeah, you got a beard.
No
You're kicking it.
suit on, short hair,
You did that.
Yeah.
You grew all that in 5
looking
days.
all dapper.
It's 5 days.
That'd take me 3 years.
That'd take me a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
I just got hair under my armpits like a month ago.
Hey,
He's like, I shaved
we
yesterday.
all have our blessings, right?
Jesus. So what's up, guys? Sorry about last week. I had a sick kid.
It's all right. Priorities, man.
Yeah, I think that's the second one I've ever missed.
Could
I
have.
think it's only 2.
Yeah, I think
Would have
so.
been nice to have you because everything was broke.
Yeah, I would have fixed
We
it.
didn't know what to do.
I done made it happen.
we were
We
completely
had
lost.
echo in the headset. We couldn't. None of us could figure it out.
Yeah, I'd have figured it
We
out.
needed you, buddy.
It happens, man. Family first. I love the podcast with everything in my heart, but sick daughter means I stay home.
How's she doing?
She's good.
Was it just
It was.
the
It was.
stomach?
Yeah, I think it was something she ate, man. I think
Cool.
she just something didn't agree with her, and it was a rough about 14, 16 hours. But
Oy.
just wanted to make sure. Now you know the times we live in these days.
Of course. Yeah.
I did listen to the podcast. Great podcast. Shout out to Colleen's brother. He killed it.
Yeah.
It was great.
The stories were good. It's pretty funny.
Anytime he's down, he's got to come on the show.
I'm going to
Yeah.
miss him
We want
so
updates.
much. I got to take him to the airport tomorrow morning. Like, totally bummed out about it.
You gotta leave early as hell for that too, don't you?
Yeah.
Tuck that
But-
shirt in.
What's really cool, right?
That shit.
What's really cool is I just found out that, so, Quinn, my youngest, is in the process of being evaluated to see if she's on the spectrum like her brothers, which we kind of already have suspected that she is. And so her official diagnosis appointment wasn't going to be until like February 19th, which meant she couldn't start school until after March,
Wow.
which is like a really long time for these kids to like start learning and getting into like a new routine. And we got a call today that she has they had a cancellation. So she has an appointment tomorrow at 10 o'clock in Cocoa Beach. I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
Because
Very
then she'll
good.
probably be able to start school in a couple weeks.
Nice.
So,
It's good
like,
news.
oh, man. I'll be like, take him to the airport, kids to school, Cocoa Beach for evaluation, go to work. So, busy day.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited, though.
Are you working this weekend?
Yeah,
What days?
Sunday.
Just Sunday.
I'm
huh?
working Friday, but
So-
during the day, I get off at 5.
So Friday and Sunday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Sunday. So, and
Anything
the Girl
big
Scout
going on
cookie
up there?
pairing will be coming up. I'll be working all weekend for that.
I got some Girl Scout cookies this weekend.
Did you get Thin Mints?
No.
They're already selling them? Oh, I was going.
You can pre-order.
Damn
They're
it.
not. I don't. Are they here yet?
I was laying my ass out there. I was half asleep, and then Allie came running through the garage with those lemon ones,
Oh,
the
yeah.
big lemon ones.
With the
Okay,
lemon
so they're-
cream
They
on
have-
the bottom.
that has that little shiny little.
They're called
something-
lemonades.
No, they're not. They're lemon ups or something different.
You know that they call them different things in different parts of the
Yes.
country.
Really?
Yeah.
But no Thin Mints or peanut butter.
Real
Peanut butter patty, son.
Got it. That's number
This
2.
is my first year that Ava, because Ava was in the Girl Scouts forever.
Yeah.
This is the first year where we
I don't think
have it in
there's
the house.
one that's bad. I think they're all delicious.
The coconut. What is it? Caramel delights.
You
I'm not.
shut your mouth.
I'm not a big
The
coconut.
Those are
Samoas-
amazing.
The Samoas, right?
The
The
Samoas, they're
yeah.
good,
They're
but I'm just like
fantastic.
take it or leave it.
Just so you know, they're called
Oh, let me see.
lemonades.
They are lemonades. Oh, the s'mores. Jesus.
They got a new one, the toast yay. It's supposed to be a French toast one, but
Oh,
like has a layer
get
of
outta
cream
here.
underneath.
Oh
Sounds
my
good.
garage.
No
Yeah.
Sounds
joke.
real good.
Too early for that. Too early for that. And that's not your line.
It's never too early for one of those. Yeah, I used to think the Thin Mints were the only good ones, and then I started trying different
Oh,
things.
yeah.
And you realize they're all
Same.
pretty
Even
good.
the
yeah.
shortbreads are gangster. They're you know,
What? So what's everyone's favorites?
peanut
Thin-
butter patty.
Thin
Yes.
Mints.
Peanut
Thin
butter
Mints.
patty.
So you like the patties better than the sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
gotta keep that.
The
in
Thin
mind.
Mints is a definite close second, though.
They're good.
Yes. Yes. I love the Thin Mints too.
Now, but you got to refrigerate them too, right? You got to chuck them in the fridge
Yeah.
for a while.
And you listen. It's some. You got to eat 2 at a time.
2.
Two at
Yeah.
a time.
Those are rookie numbers.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I always hated
Yes,
about the
Frank,
Thin Mints?
that's a thing. They're thin mints. They're thin. So
But you
double
enjoy
them
them
up.
because they're thin.
Just like an Oreo, a double stuffed Oreo. You take 2 double stuffed, you take
Oh.
the off each end and make a quadruple stuffed Oreo.
The Thin Mints, though, they
Yeah,
get so
listen.
stuck in your teeth you can't sneak
Never
them.
heard of
This
things
is the
like
land of
Parents
fat guys,
know.
buddy. Welcome to the land of fat guys. I got a whole bunch of tricks
Say,
for
I've,
you.
I've never heard either one of those.
Yeah,
And
well,
I didn't have a s'more until like 2 weekends ago, so I never had them.
Frank.
What? You spend how much time outdoors?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm just
garage.
not a big sugar guy.
Yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
s'more, man.
Yeah.
A burnt marshmallow.
I didn't know what I was missing. It was pretty good.
And if you use a cookie and cream Hershey's instead of the chocolate,
I'll tell you what, if I had a beard with that experience, it would have been a nightmare.
How can you
Yeah.
have some s'more if you haven't had any to begin
Charlie would
with?
lick your beard.
Maybe.
S'more and beard
No.
would not be a good mix.
Yeah.
Be a very,
Ooh.
very bad idea. Catastrophe, maybe.
Yeah.
Took us 8 minutes to get to
Food.
food. Well, that's a record. Right to it.
Adjust the food.
Speaking of food, I went to the Garlic this weekend for the first time.
That place is great, isn't it?
Jesus,
It's a
that
game
place
changer.
is unbelievable.
Did you get the meatball?
No, I got the lasagna.
Okay, the lasagna is good.
The
But
filet.
Well, because the meatball apparently is always available. The lasagna was only available 2 days a week.
so the meatball is literally like a 2-pound prime rib meatball.
Yeah.
Just a massive, like your mom or your grandma would make
Oh,
with
I've had
spaghetti.
it.
But
It's delicious.
it's amazing.
Then they came out with those cloves of garlic, and then they just smash them
Yep.
and give you the
Wait,
bread. And I'm
what?
like, what?
Mhm.
Oh my god!
Never been to the garlic?
Why is it the garlic?
Because
Everything's cooked with
is-
garlic.
Yeah.
And they literally,
Yeah.
he told me they
Makes
go through
sense.
like 900 pounds of garlic a week or something. Because
A
like,
week?
he said some outrageous number.
Every
My
table
mom's
gets
like,
a couple
"What?"
cloves
Yeah,
of
you got the-
garlic
Yeah.
squished in olive oil put on the table.
Yeah,
And
and
balsamic.
Wow.
They got the brick ovens and everything.
Where's
It's
this
just-
place at?
It's up
New
at New
Smyrna.
Smyrna.
New Smyrna Beach.
It's only
Okay.
about 20-minute drive from this house.
All right.
Mhm.
Like, I was so shocked. And like, we pull up there. We got there kind of early because it was for my mom's birthday. We wanted to not have to wait a long time. We didn't have to wait even for a minute. And when I left there were so many people
Mhm.
waiting to get in.
What time did you guys get there?
We got there at like 4:15.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's
And like we thought we were still gonna have to wait like an hour, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because they open at 4. But we didn't. We got to sit right down, and it was perfect. She had the best time, and it was a
Pre-COVID,
definite
you would easily
experience.
have a 2-hour wait there sometimes.
Yeah.
If you didn't call ahead or.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they don't take reservations.
That's right. They
For
don't.
8 or
That's
more.
Right.
You get-
That's right.
For
That's
8
all
or more,
first-
they do.
Oh, they do.
You have
huh?
to have 8 people.
Frank, you got to check it out.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's an amazing restaurant.
Dude, it's
Really good
it's
restaurant.
it's like a treehouse kind of, like a treehouse vibe, right? Like it's like when you walk in, it's like you walk in through their gift shop, but it has the feel of like an old school,
like a Swiss Family Robinson.
Like pretty
Yeah.
much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
You know New Smyrna when you go over the big bridge
Yeah.
and you finally get to the beach side.
Mhm.
It's just a little bit past Norman or Norwoods or whatever on
right.
your
Yeah.
left. And it says
Okay.
the garlic, the big garlic logo on the outside. When you walk in through the back, it's just a bit like a trellis that you're walking through of like vines.
Great date night.
Yeah.
Great date night.
The scenery,
or,
it's outside with fire,
like
you know,
a family
fireplace.
celebration like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And, real quick, happy birthday, Colleen's mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
60.
yeah.
Yep, big
Happy
60.
birthday.
Big 60.
Mhm.
That's
She's
right.
a young pup.
She really is.
60's young.
Now
man.
eating there in the summertime in the afternoon is tricky because like right there in like the central dining area, you're around a tree and you're basically outside.
Yeah.
So if it rains, you're gonna get wet.
Yeah,
I've
right.
seen those pictures where it's like all flooded in there.
I've eaten out
and
there
people are
when it was
eating
flooded.
in
Yeah,
the flood,
it's crazy.
but it's worth it. Like that food was delicious.
It's to die for. Yep, and they got a good wine selection. They got a couple different other bars like around like on the property and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a really like Charlie said, it's a great date night idea.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
check it out for sure.
So packed though. Like going to the extra parking lot, plus it's right next to Norwoods,
Mm-hmm.
which I think all the parking, and I'm like, I know I'm old because I'm thinking about the people that live around there, and I'm like, I would hate to live here. All these people parking on my street.
Yeah,
Like, oh.
but it's spendy. You're looking at $80 to $100 for you and a date.
easy.
Easy.
I want to get the prime rib next time and split it with Brent. It's like $55 for a 32 ounce
I bet you he can make it better.
prime rib.
though.
I'm like, who can eat that? But I'll give it a try.
This guy,
At one sitting, 32 ounces
maybe.
for one person? No
Yeah,
way.
if I
That's a
just
lot
if
of
I
steak.
stayed away from the bread and stayed away from the carbs, I could smash it.
That-
32 ounce
That's
steak
so
you
much.
could take care
I
of.
think so.
No.
What was the one in the movie with John Candy? Great Outdoors, the Big 64.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, I can't do that.
That's what she said.
That's what oh, my
Well
God.
played.
Sorry.
Man, perfect opportunity for
There
that
it
too.
is.
That was amazing. Oh my garage.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Woo!
There it is.
On point. Yes.
Okay, sorry, enough food talk.
So you got the big surgery coming up, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Found out today, March the 10th.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
Good.
So it's yeah. I'll be up there the day before for pre-op. Probably stay there in a hotel somewhere and get it done.
Where's that being done at?
Shands up in Gainesville.
Okay.
What's
Yep.
your recovery time going to be for something like that?
They said it could be between 5 and 10 days in the hospital and 6 weeks to 2 months.
Wow, that's
So-
not.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Not,
Yeah,
not too
I'll-
good. Not too bad.
I'll make it pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'll make it as quick as possible.
Give them alligators some breathing room.
Yeah, they've had a couple of months of break. For the most part, we've been out doing research the past couple of days on the St. John's between 5:20 and 50, and I think we did it with 17 there in 2 days. It was pretty good. The guys in North Carolina went back home today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tell us about that, the research a little bit. What do you got going on with that?
Well, we're catching 140 animals over the next year out there. Looking at contaminants, PFAS, pretty much every bad thing you could think of. Like I've told you before, alligators are a floating file. So
Yeah.
we're taking blood. We're not taking any urine from these guys. We're taking blood, taking tissue, and then we're doing a cloacal swab. So you basically kind of stick a little swab up there and swab it, and then you take that and look for parasite loads. And there's a lot of different things you can look for. The parasites themselves can tell you a lot of things about the local environment too. In a lot of cases, the more parasites you see in an area, the more healthy the animals are. Because if there's a big load of some contaminant, the little things are going to pay for it too, right? So they're not going to be there as much. And there's been a lot of interesting medical developments with parasites recently too, in autoimmune diseases. Have you guys heard about any of this stuff that's going on in Canada and places? People are actually giving themselves worms and parasites.
No,
to-
I watched
so-
90 Day Fiance. So.
Yeah, there's people that are
Gotten
actually
around to
they're
that.
doing stuff like that. So the autoimmune disease attacks that instead of attacking the person. You know, the person goes after that instead of attacking it themselves
Yeah.
per se.
Yeah.
It's very interesting science.
So you kind of glossed over it a little bit though, but the cloaca is what?
Yeah, I was just gonna say what?
That was Robin Williams' favorite word. He used to always say, "You call somebody a cloaca, and they never know you were calling them an ass."
Yeah.
Oh, so you
It's-
literally are
It's
sticking.
it's their It's where their reproductive organs are at and where their digestive tract ends. Yes.
Digestive tract for food and liquids.
Yes. Yeah,
So
all
it's
comes out the same place.
All
yeah.
purpose entry and exit. Huh?
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
So
Really?
you guys got to capture the alligators, and then you flip them over so they.
No, you don't flip them over.
No.
You just kind of hold their tail up for a minute. Say, hey, are you packing concealed weapons or are you not?
Do you take them to the garlic first?
Do you take them afterwards?
You know, I didn't know the garlic was there to take them to, but now that I know that, maybe I should warm them up first.
Man.
So now, what's the end game for the research? What ultimately are you trying to find out? The contaminants in the water?
We're trying to find out what's in the local environment. So looking at what's there and then bringing some awareness to it. And if we find high levels of things there, which I expect we will, because if you think about that area, the dump runoff goes right into the river right there.
524.
Yeah,
right,
right around that area. So the dump runoff, there's a giant hill in the background where it all runs off there.
Yes,
it's
sir.
nothing but cattle and horses. So you have a very high level of phosphates in the whole area from all the poop.
Yeah.
And then you have tons of other things going on there too, like different organizations, government organizations spray water lettuce and different things there all the time.
Oh.
So there's always all these there's a lot of different things that are happening there, and people are eating fish and swimming there all the time. And we really don't know what's happening in the area. That's the one stretch of river along the St. Johns River that's never been hunted for alligators.
Really?
So nobody's ever brought anything in. Nobody's ever got any samples there. It's a whole new world we're discovering. And again, the way Brevard County's set up, things flow between the St. Johns and the Indian River back and forth. So anything that's there is going to be all through the whole
All through
county.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So, and the St. Johns flows north too, not to mention east and west in these cases through here. So it's going to be eye-opening.
Huh.
It'll be eye-opening. And the hope is to start here small in that area and then be able to expand and kind of cover other areas with different looks at different neighborhoods and things around the whole county.
Okay.
Are they going to keep doing this while you're having your surgery? Or are they
No,
gonna
they're gonna break for me. You know, we're
Nice.
gonna take a break and then I'll be back to causing trouble here in a couple of months.
All right, good.
So you'll be getting out there when it's nice and hot, though. Then.
Oh yeah, I'm all about it. Yeah, the hotter the better.
Ugh.
It's we've seen so many out there the past couple of days. We caught one yesterday that was an absolute boss. He's a couple inches under 13 feet, and
That's the picture you posted, right?
yeah, a little
Wow, that
live
was
video I did.
huge.
That was an absolute
what she said.
giant.
That is.
It was everything we could do to move him just where his front and back legs were out of the water. We couldn't even move him any further. Like, okay, guess we'll catch him right there.
What do you think he weighed?
That was if he wasn't 600 pounds, he was close to it.
Jeez,
Yeah, he's a big old boy.
It's a problem.
One of those that, people have been driving by him forever, and he's like, nobody's ever going to mess with me.
Yeah.
Prove to me you're going to do something about it, because I don't believe it.
Weird. I'm
And-
going to
yeah.
stick this up your butt.
Well,
Yeah, really.
that was
Jesus.
after we got
And
up
you
and called
violate him.
We petted him first and
Oh,
called him.
okay.
We told him how pretty he was, and you're so handsome. And
Now, do you look him in the eyes when you do that, or do you kind of like look
yeah,
away?
Yeah, a little bit of both. We tape their mouth shut first, so they can't answer you.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Extreme.
Then somebody holds them down, and
This
then you make sure they
conversation's
understand
taking a
it.
turn.
Yeah. Let me tell you how beautiful you are. I know your mouth's shut. I know we're sitting on you, but you are the prettiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Someone's getting the hose again.
And right before you do it, you're like, "Hey, look, a bird!" And
That big dude was he was missing his left eye. He had a big hunk missing out of one of his arms, and his front right arm was broken. They'd re-healed. You could see where he was walking actually on his elbow,
Really?
and he's missing a big hunk out of his tail. But that to them is nothing. They're just the toughest critter on the planet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I was
Wow.
half that tough.
Well, how old is an animal of
They-
that size?
They get as old as we do. That gator was ancient. I mean, his teeth were, good grief, man. His teeth were half a big around this bottle. So that's probably a 60-year-old gator. And
Wow.
Whoa.
think of what he's seen change over the years. You know,
Yeah.
and being that old, he's been in the mud and in that environment forever, soaking all that stuff up. He's gonna have some pretty
Yes.
awesome stuff going on. It'll
Wow.
be really neat.
Huh.
Be really neat.
Now, when this is all done, how long is it going to take to get all this research collected and analyzed and actually coming up with an end game to this?
They're gonna start that as soon as they get back to North Carolina, which they're already back now.
Oh, wow.
So it'll be some of the stuff will be going to Dr. John Wise at the University of Louisville. They'll be doing stuff at NC State. Some of it will probably go overseas to Japan, and everybody will start working on it all right now. And we'll have answers to this stuff within the year.
I don't know about the Japan thing, bro. I just saw the Godzilla trailer.
My buddy,
Probably shouldn't be sending it over there.
My buddy Russ, that does the research in the Space Center that I get to help out with sometimes, they send a lot of their stuff to Japan, and it's always hilarious. You know, that every couple of years he has these symposiums where people come from all over the world, and we talk about the alligator research. Everybody's involved in it, and when the Japanese people come over, you take them out to see the alligators being caught. It's always hilarious. It's just you wonder what they're talking about. Like, are they talking about Godzilla? I don't know.
Yeah,
Gojira.
You just assume.
Yeah. It's always awesome though.
So 2020 is what it was. 2021 is already started off with what it's going to be. 2022 is going to be. We're going to see a live video of a freaking a Croczilla in Japan going across the Pacific, coming our way.
Sign me up for that. I'm all
Take
about
out
it.
California first.
Right.
We
Leave us alone.
We were actually just talking about that. They have a new movie coming out with Godzilla in it.
Yeah.
Again.
Godzilla vs.
And
King Kong.
Yep.
Yeah.
How does that?
Dude, they've had them like every couple years. They're coming out here lately.
Yeah.
See, how many movies can you make about King Kong?
Infinite.
A lot.
right?
A
A lot.
A lot.
People
know-
keep buying them too.
I
Jack
know
Black
one
was
thing.
in the one.
I know one thing. My son, well, I grew up with that too. The old '60s Godzilla movies that were just a dude in a suit with toy buildings and stuff. Like I love that. Now I showed my I loved it.
That's neat
And then
stuff.
I show my kids that, and my son's like, "That's so dumb." There's a
Yeah.
guy in a suit, Dad.
Show them the Dave
You know?
Chappelle one. That one's a lot better.
No, no, I'm not
That's
showing
my favorite
I'm
one.
not showing my son any Dave
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Chappelle.
Now, when you guys are out there catching these gators, are you catching them all across an age spectrum? So you could like check a baby and then see what it's absorbed in its little time versus the 13 feet monster, right? Are you able to do like a chronological cross section?
Yeah, we're doing all shapes and sizes. So
Okay.
we're trying to do 70 juveniles and 70 adults.
Yeah, good.
And we're looking at males and females both equally. We're not specifically looking for one or the other. Not that you can really tell that by looking at them anyhow. It's not like
Yeah.
they raise their hand and go, "Hey, I'm a girl." By the
Well, I
way.
was just gonna say, how
Hey.
can you tell? I mean, like,
give 'em
What
the
if
shocker.
they don't
You gotta give 'em the
identify
shocker.
as a man or a woman?
That's alligators
we're
haven't
not
went there
going
yet.
I'm asking a question.
So a lot of the times you
Two
can't
in
tell
the
some
thing.
easy differences. It's like with a lot of animals, the alligators sometimes females will have almost doe eyes. Their eyes will be bigger, and sometimes
Give
their
you those
heads
doe
are a little
eyes.
bit wider.
Okay.
It's little simple things. If you see a female over 9 feet, it's very, very rare. I think the state record for a female alligator right now in Florida is like 10'1", which that's a monster. That'd be an ancient girl. I think the biggest one I've ever caught in all the years I've been doing it was 9'9".
Really?
I've hit 9 feet maybe a dozen times in 26 years.
Huh.
So it just doesn't happen. If it's a gator over 9 feet, it's a male. 99.9% of the time.
Really?
Yep.
do you think the males live longer than the girls?
That's nobody knows. There's nobody been doing a long enough study to tell you if there's an age variation between male and female or how any of that works yet.
That's an ancient female.
That's crazy
I
to
like
think
that.
that.
It's really cool that you're like a part of something. You're like a part of like what's going to be history. It's like when you watch Shark Week and they're trying to find out all this new stuff. You're the alligator guy. We need alligator.
But
week.
how much we don't know about it. Like we're putting people
Oh, yeah.
on the moon, but
You're right.
all the information that you don't know about it, alligator.
Yep, trying to figure it out as we go. It's one of those weird professions and realities in the world here that nobody's worked with these animals until maybe the past 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's like with sharks too. Nobody's really done that research until
Yeah.
here recently. And
Shark
everybody's
Week
going,
caught on.
Yeah, man, there's some cool stuff here. Let's
Yeah.
find out what the heck's happening. And I hear some kid talk about he wants to be a crocodile biologist. I'm like, hell yeah, man. Yes, you do want to be a
Do
crocodile
they have a
biologist.
croc week? Is there like a week of the croc?
There should be if there's
I
not.
feel like we should make one.
No, just a Shark Week.
I guarantee you, in the next like decade, something like that'll catch on once Shark Week is kind of.
It would be cool. Like, do they tag? You tag gators so you can track them in
yeah,
any, in any way.
we put pit tags in. It's like you do a dog or a cat. So I
Yeah.
think my record right now on one that we tagged to the Space Center was 31 miles.
Okay.
Joker traveled
Wow.
31 miles. It was
Really?
in like a year and a half. But
That's amazing, though.
yeah, I'll catch him at Pad A, and 6 months later, you'll see him on the 95 side of Wendover Farms.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they'll hit the Addison Canal and just buzz straight through.
I got
Okay.
okay.
we caught one in Hullover Canal that I caught in the parking lot of Sea Ray. I mean, think about that. That's
They got their
long
highways,
ways, man.
right?
Yeah,
Wow,
they
that's
make
a
it work.
long. That's
Yeah.
Volusia
You
County.
get enough
to-
of them, you start to find out their travel patterns and
Mhm.
stuff. Just like look what they're doing with the great whites. They get They tag them, and now we're seeing them, off the coast of Tampa. We're seeing them off the coast of Cape Canaveral.
They really should have a Gator Week.
And there's not many tagged as comparison to how many there probably are out there.
Right.
Well,
and it just, we're learning.
I think if they could ever have a crocodilian week, it'd blow people's minds. You could see all these different species and all the different things they do and the different interactions they have with different people around the world. That would be my dream, is to be able to travel and go do research like this all around the globe, which is what my nonprofit will hopefully be doing one.
That'd be fantastic, man.
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
That's the goal.
Heck,
it'll happen.
3 weeks
It
ago,
will.
I was doing media in Nigeria. Did you see that?
Oh yeah,
that was the craziest stuff ever. Yeah, it was interesting.
It's going to happen for you because
interesting.
you have the goal and you have the people surrounded.
And there's people there that that already have the permits and the research going on. You can jump in on their permit and do whatever you want to. So that's our eventual goal, is to be doing stuff like this. Maybe even beyond crocodilians, whatever might be happening. Yeah.
It'll be nice to get people educated too. Like with sharks, how I used to just be scared of sharks and think like they all needed to die. And then you start learning about it, and it's just like the same thing with alligators.
The first time you came on here, we were all sitting here and we're like, man, what are we going to... Oh, do you zigzag when they chase you? And we're right before you showed up, we were like, we gotta ask them, man. Do you zigzag? If alligator, and the way you looked at us was like,
so this is how we're gonna start this off, huh?
And then the next time he shows up, he's got one in the bed of his truck.
That was really cool.
That happens sometimes too.
Stella still talks about that.
Yeah,
but you guys
Riley too.
See enough videos that I post, just from goofy stuff of letting gators loose.
Yep.
You can get right in a 12-footer's face, and he's going to back up from you all day, every day.
You can get right in 12-footer's
You
face.
can do that. This guy's not doing it.
I told you guys, if you ever want to come out, you're more than welcome.
I'm zigzagging away.
Right when he goes underwater, though, that's when I'm backing the heck up.
Well, that's when you don't want to go. You don't want to go, hey, let's jump over there. Yeah, it's not the best idea. But yeah.
You got any gators in the back of your truck today?
No.
Yeah.
No. Tara wouldn't have any of that. No. That would not work out that way.
Now, man, I kind of want to go.
Although I have to admit,
a
couple of years ago, when we were going to our high school reunion, she rode there with me, and I had a gator in the truck that I was taking to let loose, and I didn't tell her it was there. That was, I think I might have hurt her feelings a little bit, but other than that, yeah, it's I scare people sometimes.
Can we do an
not
adjustment
meaning to.
right along?
We're doing it sometime.
Yeah, of course.
Like all of us could actually go?
After everything's over.
I got a crew cab.
Sure.
I'll get you all in the truck.
Because we want to do some video with it too.
All right, in the back.
Oh my God, this would be amazing.
I'm down.
I would so do it.
We'll go catch a couple for sure.
Heck yeah.
Yep. The research side of it's pretty amazing, though. It's just it's building. This collaboration with NC State is going to be amazing. There are a couple great doctors, Matt Gillette and Scott Belcher. They're top of the food chain. Great guys.
That's great, man.
I worked with Matt's dad, Lou, before he passed away for a bit, and just great people. Lou Gillette was the guy who started the whole alligator program out at the Space Center.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a lot of great guys, a lot of history there. Good stuff.
That's really a great place to do like research because I mean it's private. There's a ton of space and there's a ton of gators.
It's not private, but
I mean, I guess it's
federal. It's federal.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a wildlife refuge.
Yeah, it's managed by U.S. Fish and Wildlife.
There's just not people walking around everywhere.
No,
you have a nice space to do your thing.
Not a lot of space there at the Space Center.
There's a couple lizards there.
It is a center of space. You're right.
There's a couple of lizards.
Well, the beaches out there are. Have you been to any of the beaches out there? They're just pristine, untouched. I mean, as wild as you're gonna get.
Some parts of it are. Yeah, I've done
gators swimming out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do. I occasionally will go out and do sea turtle nesting surveys with U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and we see a lot of stuff out there.
Because everything washes up, right? You get, even some Haitians have washed up there a couple times.
Yeah.
Everything washes at that beach. You'll go out
even
there
down on the other end,
everything.
all the way down. There's a barge that's sunken in.
Is it really?
It's a 45-minute walk north, and there's a
everything
barge.
you could ever want to see is out there on that beach.
And you could fish out there and catch redfish and like big old drum, like right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the beach itself is pretty.
See a couple nudies.
You wouldn't want to be walking around there barefoot. Yeah. It's a lot of trash washes up there, but the coastline itself is pristine.
It's pristine, yeah.
Yes.
So Frank, he like puts on a pair of Crocs and then gets naked and just starts walking.
I've never.
As soon as you get to 14, right? You just get naked and start walking.
Yeah, I've never wore a pair of Crocs.
Wait,
but
you don't own Crocs?
Never.
That's
None?
such a missed opportunity,
That's
man.
such a weird pair of shoes.
I feel like
man.
you should have them all the time.
That should be like your standard uniform, right?
It's flip flops or nothing at all, man. Yeah.
You know, I didn't know what the big problem with Crocs were, but Joe, he used to be on Joe Miller,
Yep.
hates Crocs.
People
Like,
swear by them though.
Hates them.
Yeah.
People either love them or they hate them. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
I have no opinion whether they look weird.
Yeah, just flip flops.
They're weird, man.
It's a strange pair of shoes.
Yeah.
I've seen doctors that swear by them too. That just
People
that
wear 'em.
wear them all in the office and
Crocs,
stuff.
huh?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Not my thing. Not my jam.
Too spongy.
I don't feel like you could back up in a pair of Crocs.
You want
Yeah.
to take a little bit of a break?
Yeah, let's take a little break. You sure?
Okay.
Well, now I'm back and I'm home. Smile for me once, won't you take a look? And now that it's over, I should write a book on how to handle the shit you were used to. Walking in my sleep now, talk as I choose to. Bow down, I'm taking over. Coming with original style, having like Rover. Tell me, girl, what you wanna do? I'll brush you in the hair with a pearl wings hair shoe. Now, the time I get real fresh, I'm around like a covered dog deep. The mic check, get nasty, don't get freaky. Try to keep it down, cause my bed is squeaky. Meow, 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 meow. I woke up to a chick sucking my teeth. Things gotta change when she tried to get behind me. A little wicked wild when I threw off the bed, jumped up on the top rope, balls on your forehead. Now a little chick in the mix, Kentucky Fried Chicken with a 2-piece biscuit. That's what I like, that's what I'm gonna eat. A batch of collard greens, side ordering some pig's feet. Coming down with original style, back to the wicked and the wild. Wasn't this shit's what I like to do when you get on through with the do now. Meow, 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 meow. Isn't it on the bumper?
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. What are we going to talk about?
Balls.
Oh, she's still.
Hey, you guys,
I guess we'll talk about that later.
would you rather burp every time you lean in for a kiss or drool every time you talk?
Man,
Those are my only two options.
That's it.
Man,
Drooling.
probably drooling.
I think I'd go with drooling too.
Right. But then you're like always known the
Stella's like,
drooling guy.
neither.
If your beard's big enough, nobody notices.
Boom.
Or it just collects it.
That would be a problem for me.
Like drool stalactites hanging down.
Can
That'd be
you,
a lot. That'd be a riot. Actually.
can you imagine like being with somebody who literally like burped every time they were gonna kiss you?
What kind of question?
That'd be tough to deal with.
Would you rather not brush your hair ever or not ever brush your teeth?
Hair.
Well, that's pretty easy.
Hair.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hair. Yeah.
No, you gotta brush your teeth, baby.
You guys all say that 'cause you have short hair. I mean, I still pick that. Would you rather sleep wearing handcuffs or a bike helmet?
Handcuff.
Bike helmet.
Are they fuzzy handcuffs? It's a legitimate question.
Yeah, but you're still restrained no matter what, man. I gotta lean. My arms will fall asleep or something. I'll do the helmet with a flag. Good
I'll take
job.
the handcuffs.
I don't know anything about Harry Potter. Why are they asking these kind of questions?
Dang it! I had a whole thing of trivia to bring with me too, and I forgot to bring it. I'm sorry.
I
Yeah, you do a good trivia, man. We have a problem doing trivia on this show for some reason.
I have.
And you're good at trivia.
I've done 44. Well, not 44 straight weeks, but I've done 44 weeks of maybe 2 weeks missed.
Yeah.
I have plenty of trivia. I'll bring you guys some.
We'll have to do some trivia sometime because you do it on Thursday nights a lot too.
It's always Thursday nights.
yep.
Yep.
Is
We'll
it
be doing
general trivia?
There's 6 different categories with 10 questions each, and then a baffler. So the baffler is 6 different clues to a thing, a person, place, or a thing.
Yeah.
And if you can figure out the end, it gets you points.
You don't have any of this on you,
No,
like on your phone.
no.
Do you like do it old school, like
I print it
paper?
out. Yeah.
I like it.
That's awesome.
That's what I do too.
Yeah, I can't look on the computer.
That's
We
what I
have been
do,
doing categories recently though, where I've been pulling in YouTube videos and playing music and asking them what the song was or who the who,
I like that.
what group it is, stuff like that.
I'd be good at that.
Yeah, also Foo Fighters.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strict were your parents?
3.
3 or 4, yeah.
One was a 9, one was a 3.
I would say an 8.
Yeah.
I'm up there.
Maybe a 10.
I'm up on the higher level of 5 for sure.
Stella, how strict do you think I am? Sweet
They
pea?
listen, so I don't want to say how high, but it's over 5.
Yeah.
2.
That sounds about right? Except for 5. Okay, all right, I'll take that.
Yeah, I had 1 9, 1 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a 7, 6.
Was mom or dad the 9?
Oh, mom was a 9.
Mom was a 9.
Mom was a 9.
Mom's usually the tougher one.
You don't come across mom, man. I was terrified of my mother.
Yeah, I think I'm probably around a
Same.
6 or a 7, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got switched one time and that was enough. I didn't.
You don't want to disappoint
Yeah, I
them.
was done.
No.
Mommy is about the 5 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good answer. I like Chris was looking at it like,
Sweating.
Scott, you're gonna have to cut this part out.
It's so funny growing up. Like, my mom was always really strict, and my stepdad who raised me, he wasn't as strict, but then there were certain things that he was so strict on that were just, they seemed like mind-boggling to me. And like, my mom had to like kind of reel him in on some things, like with like, oh, Colleen, your curfew is 11 o'clock, but my brother's is midnight. And it's like, what? Like, how is that fair? Well, she's a girl. She needs to be home early. What?
I agree with that.
Are you kidding me? I was going to say, listen, we got to get talk to
Jesus.
Gwen Stefani. I'm just a girl song going on right now. But, yeah.
What?
You know that I'm just a girl,
You
how
should
she
get home an
talks about
hour
all the
early so you
double
can make a
standards.
sandwich for your brother when he gets home.
Oh,
Wow.
Scott.
Man.
Listen,
That took a turn.
the first Thanksgiving I did ever have
What?
with my
my garage.
my with my stepfather's side of the family, we're all eating Thanksgiving, and then my grandfather said, "Okay, Colleen, get up and help with the dishes." And my brother, I was like, "What about Mark?" And he's like, "Mark's a man. He doesn't have to help with the dishes."
Ooh.
And my mom's like, "Mark, you will get your butt up in that kitchen and help your sister right now. We don't do that." I was like, "What? People really live like this?"
No way.
God.
Uh-uh.
All right, who was your worst teacher?
Miss Crabtree.
I was a teacher. His name was Mr. Mosley. He was at Jackson. Jackson? Jackson, I think. He was old and he was an asshole. He was such an and he just didn't give a shit about his job and just old and stupid. I couldn't stand that.
You remember Miss Barba?
Miss Barbara was awesome.
I mean, she was awesome, but she was not a good teacher.
Oh no, she was crazy as a loon, but she was funny as hell. No, she was a
She
terrible.
wasn't even funny. No, she didn't do those things purposely to be funny.
Yeah,
People
well, you
were just mean to her.
Oh.
And sometimes it ended up being funny.
Remember Miss Arnold? She used to cry. She cried all the time.
Oh yeah, we had a crier in 8th grade, and the mean kids in class would make it a game to try to get her to cry about once a day,
No,
and they
that's
did.
so horrible.
Yeah, that's Russ Wozniak. That's the mean kid. That's
Yeah.
what he used to do to Miss Arnold all the time. Yeah, it's terrible. Teenagers were stupid. Oh,
And
terrible.
mean.
We really were.
Don't think I had a bad teacher.
No,
No, didn't have one of those.
the only one was Mosley. That was the only one. He was just so terrible. Every other teacher I had was pretty good.
I still chat with some of my teachers.
Yeah?
From elementary school, believe it or
I
not.
don't
Yeah.
That's
have,
cool.
Yeah, it's,
least favorite
Mr. McAdams was in. I actually have taken him out. to catch
Mr.
gators with me
McAdams, why does
before.
that sound familiar? What did he teach?
He was 2nd grade. Him and his wife were both teachers at
Oh,
Challenger.
Yes, Miss McAdams was my
Yeah.
5th grade teacher. Okay, yes,
He just
she
came out
was
and caught
awesome.
gators with me before. Mr. McAdams is awesome.
Oh, wow.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
good medicine. Good guy.
All right, what was your favorite toy growing up?
Vintage Star Wars. Next.
Oh, come on.
The Nintendo Entertainment System,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
likewise.
the one.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
the original Nintendo, the 8-bit one.
Yes, not the light. That one's not fun.
I used to have a keyboard, like that had lights that light up, and I would play that all the time. I used to.
Oh,
love that thing.
the Hot Wheels garage. It was 2 stories. That
Oh,
one.
I have one.
That one.
Yeah.
And the Ewok Village from Return of the Jedi.
Did you ever play Gauntlet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the jam.
What about Mousetrap? Did we play Mousetrap?
On the Nintendo.
Oh,
No, it was a
the
fucking
game.
board
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
You've played that?
Say a couple of what is it? Maybe 6 months ago, I sold all those games. I had probably 70 Nintendo games.
Oh, they're probably worth some money.
Yeah, you
It was
probably made some
crazy.
bank off that, huh?
Yeah,
couple,
they're good.
couple grand. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Make some money.
If you ever get those little mini Nintendos, just bring it over.
Yeah. They're hard to get. They're expensive as hell now.
Yeah, they are.
He jailbroke mine. I got like 150 Nintendo games. on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Good.
every cool Nintendo game.
Oh, this is an
Wow.
emulator that you just plug your USB
Yeah.
into your computer and you run the program and you just make sure you download all the emulators.
I showed him how to
You
do
hit
it.
sync and it just syncs them all to it and it works.
Buddy of mine's got an old stand-up arcade that he hacked to put emulators
Yeah.
on there, and he's got every game
Oh, wow.
you can
That's the way
imagine
to
on
do it.
there.
Just get one badass arcade set up with
Yep.
good controllers and just throw every game on it.
I got the Galaga stand up.
Oh, do you?
Riley got
Oh,
it
that's
for
That
Christmas.
was
awesome.
the
That's
jam.
cool.
Riley got
That
it,
game
got
was
it
the
for
jam.
Christmas.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
They had that in the 7-Eleven on 46. When I used to
Yeah.
go work with my dad and do surveying out at Lake Harney Woods. We'd
Mhm.
stop there every morning and play that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was
Nice.
that was the game. That was a jam.
Y'all
Good
ever played a
memories.
Street Fighter? Street
Yeah.
Fighter 2?
Yeah.
What about
Kung
Double
Fu-
Dragon?
Kung Fu
Blanca.
was good
Yeah,
too.
I got Double Dragons on the Nintendo that Scott jailbroke.
Yep.
Yeah. Kids even like that one.
I like Paperboy, but whatever.
It's old school.
We played Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles, man. That was our shit.
That
Oh,
game was
yeah,
great.
that
Remember
was a
we
great
did
game.
went to that arcade for my birthday?
For your birthday.
That was pretty fun.
For your
man.
40th, right?
Yeah, NBA Jam.
Yep.
You're 40. That was what, 5 years ago?
Shut the fuck.
That was the only
42, dude.
That was the only time the Magic were ever good at anything was during that video game.
And even then, they weren't that good.
Yeah. Yep.
Still
Oh,
aren't.
got our Magic talk in.
Dennis,
Every time
Dennis
I get
Scott
my hopes up, they
throwing
just
some
crush 'em.
threes. That was about it.
Crush me.
So what you got going on this weekend, guys?
I'm resting, man. I had a long week last week.
Yeah, what'd you do last week?
We went to North Carolina, man.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Savannah just got back yesterday.
North of Mims, right?
Yeah, I had a great time, man.
What part of the Carolinas?
Bryson City.
Okay.
And we went all the way up through the mountains to Gatlinburg. Then came back down, stayed a night in Savannah, and came back to Florida. And I want to go back.
Was it a snowy mess?
Yeah, the top was. It was beautiful, man. It's just, I don't know, man. You come back to Florida and you're like, and I don't like people that are like, Florida Titusville sucks. You know, they'll leave and say that. I hate that. But God, North Carolina's really beautiful.
It
man.
is beautiful.
It's just a different world.
It's a nice part of the world.
But we did that. So I got back yesterday. So this weekend I'm gonna lounge around, man. We ain't gonna do much. Not gonna do a lot. I'll just hang out, get stuff done around the house.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Hey, I got a question. They're not doing the Pro Bowl this year, right? What are they doing? I heard somebody told me that they were actually playing a video game for the Pro Bowl because what? The weekend after that, Super Bowl, right?
I have no idea.
The Pro Bowl got canceled because of COVID.
Well, yeah, but are they doing something else? Like
Not that I know.
somebody told me
I don't
that
know.
guys are going to be
I
online
heard there
playing
was
Madden or
something,
something.
but I don't know what it was.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Like
I watch about 0%.
I don't even watch the Pro Bowl anyways.
Yeah, I never did.
I don't know.
I'm ready for the Super Bowl though.
Pro Bowl's probably the worst one of all of them, right? Of
It's
every
so
pro
stupid.
sport, the Pro Bowl's
Yeah,
always
it's-
the one
it's
that's
pretty terrible.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't know because I never watch it.
I've never watched one Pro Bowl ever.
There was one a few years back. It was like when Ricky Williams was still playing.
Yeah.
Where he was laying as a running back, he was
Yeah.
playing special teams and murdering people.
Really?
But that was the last time. And people were so mad at him.
Yeah.
That was the last time I ever remember seeing one that was any good.
Yeah, you can't even
Big
say.
news for the Bucks, though, man. I mean, that's
Oh,
a big
dude.
deal. Like everybody's pretty happy
that's
right
my
now.
team. That's my
I mean,
team. Yep.
Tom Brady.
I mean, where's Belichick right now?
He is not in the Super Bowl.
And Cam Newton world is where he's at.
Yeah.
I feel so bad, for him. 'Cause he doesn't want Cam there.
Well, it's
not his type of
It's
guy.
a typical story of a professional that spends his entire career in New England and then retires down here in Florida.
Yeah, I know.
And just goes to
Great.
another Super Bowl.
Yeah, straight to the Super
And
Bowl.
the first time ever, the home team, like Tampa's hosting the Super Bowl,
Mhm.
that team's going to be in it.
Yep.
That's wild.
It's
man.
so crazy.
I
Do you
couldn't
think
be
that they're going to
happier.
win though? Patrick Mahomes is
They
real
have
good, y'all.
they have a good shot. So they played 7 weeks ago, and the final score didn't really show what the game was. The final score was 27-24. They were up early, I think, by 17 points in the first quarter because freaking Tarek Hill was running all over the place. But
Mhm.
I think that's when Tampa actually started playing good. Was the second half of that game, and we had a roll
Oh, that's
since
when, like,
then.
Tyreek Hill had 7 catches for 200-something yards.
203 yards or
Guys,
something ridiculous.
that guy's
Yeah.
Hey, listen to
insane.
this. Tom Brady has more Super Bowl appearances than the Bucks have playoff wins.
Wow.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's
We've been a historically bad team for a long time, and it's other than that one Super Bowl and that run of years when early years when Gruden was there and late years when Dungy was there, it wasn't been a whole lot good for
Well,
us.
Gruden was good for the team, I thought.
Gruden was great for the team, but it was back and forth, losing season, winning season,
Mhm.
losing season, winning season.
That was Dungy's team. He won a Super Bowl with.
Gruden had 30 of his own players on there.
Yep.
There were 30
That was
different
Gruden's
players.
team.
Hey.
It
Oh, that
was
was Dungy's team.
it was Dungy's defense.
Yep. That was
It
100% his defense.
It was
defense.
Gruden's
No, it was
offense.
both of them. They're both great. I'm
Yeah.
just being a troll.
One.
in 2 weeks. Tom Brady will start in his 10th Super Bowl. No other quarterback has started in more than 5.
Wow.
It's just the stats are just.
He's the best ever. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, he really, really, really is, and now he's proven it. He's gone somewhere else and led a team. He runs that locker room. He runs that team for Bruce. Man, he helps so much.
So
Did
my
they
question is this: if he wins it, do you think he walks away? He
Nope.
says he wants to play 2 or 3
No.
I
more
think
years.
I think he'll keep playing.
I
Man.
think 45. I think he's going to go another year or 2.
He says he does, but you honestly think if he wins, he's going to keep
Yep.
playing?
Yeah.
I said that when the Patriots beat the Rams. I was like, walk away, go away. You have beautiful family, supermodel wife, all the money in the world. Go away.
Like,
Did you
just-
watch at the end of that
he-
Green Bay game? His son was there in
Yeah,
the stands. That was
it's-
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He loves football.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. They had a documentary on Facebook that I watched, and like the work he puts into it, he like lives it. Like, and he will go until his body tells him, like, "Hey, man, like somebody's gonna have to physically tell him." Like,
You know what
ain't
I
playing
love?
anymore."
This is what I love about Tom Brady. Is that Tom Brady, you see how the media can control people. 7 or 8 years ago, he was a cheater. Everybody hated him. He's a terrible person. And now everybody's just rooting for him. It's just what the media
he
does.
left New England.
Yeah. Well,
It's
no,
true. That made a big difference.
It's like
Yeah.
everybody. It's just so funny. The media, ESPN.
The media, totally. You're right.
It's such a joke.
It really is.
His rookie card just sold for like $500,000.
What?
Mint-condition rookie card. His.
Wow.
They're selling for $100,000 a pop
Yeah.
all day. The autograph rookie, the championship
Mhm.
tickets.
There was one on eBay that sold last week for $44,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Speaking of tickets, you see what tickets for the Super Bowl are going for?
Yeah, they're an insane amount because they're social.
The
distancing.
nosebleeds are like 10,000, right?
Nosebleeds are $12,900.
Hey, who's Super Bowl performance? Who they got?
The Weekend.
Slayer.
Who?
I think it's the Weekend.
They have jokes about it in that commercial. That little guy driving the
What's
car.
the
but I don't know who he
Weekend?
is, yeah.
What's coming up? It's the
What's
day
the
after
weekend?
tomorrow.
What's the weekend?
Like their music?
Is that like a Skrillex?
It's a performer.
No, I honestly don't know. What is it?
I think it.
Is it hip hop?
It's kind of like a Yeezy.
Is it like
It's like a-
Yeezy?
it's
I would relate it to a Yeezy.
What's
What-
Yeezy?
Is a weekend.
Yeah, what's Yeezy?
What's a
You
Yeezy?
guys are really. You guys really
honestly
don't know.
You don't know what a Yeezy is?
I have no clue.
You don't
Oh
put on your
shit! That's
Yeezys?
the shoes. I remember now. That's Kanye West or Puff Daddy. It's Kanye.
I got that
Love
reference.
Daddy.
I know who
Kanye.
I know who
Kanye West
is,
is
but I don't know his
Yeezy.
music.
They call him Yeezy, right?
I know
I
who
love
he is,
that.
but no, I've never.
We
heard
kind
his
of all
music.
learned this.
It
couple
really
weeks
is
ago.
the Weekend. That's his.
But what
Is that
it?
a person
He's a
or
performer.
Yes,
band?
he's
He's an artist. He's a music
Is
artist.
it a person or is it a band?
That's
It's
what
a
I'm wondering.
person.
It's just one person who named himself The Weeknd.
Yes.
What a dick.
Seriously.
He's
Kinda
he
slick.
dated.
What's
he
everybody's
might be
favorite time
one
of the
the
week?
Hadid
The
girls.
weekend.
What did he? Who
The
did
who?
he? Who did he date?
You know Bella and
Wednesday
Gigi
and Thursday?
Hadid,
No.
the famous models.
They're not famous at all. Who the hell
They-
are you talking about?
Okay, look, they're
Not
not
famous in
at all.
your world.
Gigi Hadid is
They ain't
extremely
talking about black holes and-
famous.
and
God bless you.
stars.
Her mom
God bless
was
you.
on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
What is that?
What's
Never
her
heard of
name?
I hate all of you.
What's her
right
name?
now.
I don't know what
Yolanda?
you're talking about.
No,
The
other-
mom,
no.
Gigi Hadid,
God bless you.
and
Do you understand any of this? Are you joking too? Because I really don't. I have no idea what's going on.
So, is it like
I legit have no idea what's happening right now.
Yolandi?
You lost me after Tom Brady. I was all on board there, and then
Okay.
I don't know what
There's
happened.
a dude called The Weeknd.
oh my god,
Never heard of this.
What a
dude.
pretentious name. Name yourself after the
Guy's
best
been
thing
around
ever.
for a long time, and he's
Has he
pretty
really?
famous.
He doesn't even
He's
spell
very
it right.
famous.
It's misspelled.
he has.
You forgot
know
an
that-
E in there, dummy.
So how can you be a plural thing
His
and be
name-
one person?
The Weekend.
Yeah, the weekend's like multiple days. How
But-
can you
Right.
be multiple things? And
Are
be
you?
one
He
person?
spells it W-E-E.
Hey, I'm multifaceted. I'm
and-
multi-talented. I got all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're a rapper or if you're an artist in any way, like if we really tried to make sense of everybody's name,
Oh, right.
we
I'm just
would-
saying
we
that's
would
like
fail
calling
every
that's like
time.
calling you Scots.
From now on, that's what I want to be called, Scott.
Scott's.
Scott Stotts.
I mean, at least last year we had Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, right? Those are names that people
Yes,
recognize.
yeah.
Right?
Charlie's.
It's Charlie's.
Charlize Theron.
You know, hey, what's your-
SpongeBob
That's actually true.
SquarePants.
I get a point.
the most memorable Super Bowl performance is Prince
100%.
Ah!
Yep. No, I agree.
in Miami playing Purple Rain. And
Yep.
it started raining.
Yep. Absolutely.
Jesus.
You know, he sang the
And the
best
rain
of
was
you in
purple.
that medley of
Shut up.
songs.
Colleen, nobody cares.
That would be SpongeBob's
SpongeBob
SquarePants.
Well, whatever. He was at the Super Bowl last year.
No, he wasn't.
You think
was he
Bernie
really?
Sanders will be
He
in
was
the
part
crowd
of the performance that Travis Scott
at
did.
the Super Bowl?
Who's
I didn't
Travis
know.
Scott again?
I didn't know what that was.
He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
Because we went on vacation. We went in
Yeah.
a mountain.
It's crazy.
Went in a mountain.
I'm so confused.
I'm
right
not
now.
no phone and come back and Bernie Sanders is all over the internet. I'm
He's
like, what?
everywhere.
I was like, fucking Bernie Sanders died.
It's almost too
I
much.
didn't know what
He was
happened.
everywhere.
Weekend at
Bernie,
Bernie.
okay. The left and the right are fighting, right?
Bernie Sanders
like,
died?
Bernie Sanders goes to the inauguration. He sits down. He wears huge mittens and a thing and crosses his legs.
Oh, the memes.
And that
Yeah.
turns in. He made Republicans and Democrats laugh
Uh-huh.
together over his embarrassment and
Well,
his mittens.
It's because he was dressed like the inauguration was something that he had to go to, but it
I
wasn't his whole
told you
day,
guys
right?
Bernie would be the guy to make everybody happy again, man. Like, that meme is hilarious. It's been, I mean, it's on commercials now already. I mean,
feeling
it's
the burn, but not in
it's
the good way.
absolutely hilarious. Now, in the crowd at the Super Bowl, they're going to be taking seats, and you can actually spend money and get a cardboard cutout
Oh, he'll be there.
of yourself, of,
Yeah.
of whatever you want to be there. And our buddy Jared, who was a host on the show for a while back in the day, him and Charlie had a thing once for the fantasy football championship, where he was putting balloons all the way down on your way to work.
He put good
Control you.
congratulations on your win, Charlie, on Pinto's sign. Like
That's
he had
awesome.
Michelle.
That's awesome.
So
He
I'm
was gonna get the- he
driving
was
and
gonna
I
get-
see it. I'm like, what the fuck? What's happening? Like he's ordering pizzas to my house. It says,
Congrats,
"Congrats
Charlie, on your
win."
victory before they
Spelled out
played.
in
It was
Oh,
like a
pepperoni.
total-
trying to jinx you out.
Trying to
Yeah.
jinx me.
Yeah. I got that.
I'm driving to work. I drive to Orlando for work. Get off the interstate. I'm like, balloon. I'm like, oh, fuck, somebody's got a great boyfriend or girlfriend. Look at that, love in the air. Fucking congrats on your win, Charlie, with balloons.
That's
I'm like, what
all
is
the way down
happening?
520.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
All the way
That's
down.
that's special.
yeah.
So
and I tried to
wait,
go
did
at
you
him.
win?
Yeah.
That's even worse. Yeah.
Yeah, I won. It was awesome.
The same guy. Okay, we have a friend, Greg, huge Saints fan, like a monster
I'm
Saints. Like,
sorry. Yeah.
he will not answer our text or Jared's text. Jared's just calling him all the time, trying to get him online to play video games at night. He will not join our party to talk to us anymore because the Saints lost. So
what you get
Jared,
for being a Saints
what
fan.
Jared
Sorry,
wants to do now is get a cardboard cutout of Greg in his face and put a Bucks jersey on him
James
Do
and all
it.
that.
It's got to be Jameis
And
Winston.
it's going to be Winston.
It's got to be
Do
Winston.
it.
Yeah, put Winston, and then put him in the crowd, and then make you can everybody who pays to do this is going to get a good photo of their person, and I think
He's the ultimate troll.
I think he's going to do it.
The ultimate troll.
That'll be great.
Like he goes so hard in the paint with it, and it's worth it because when I'm driving to work, then I get to work. Everybody I work with, congratulations on your win, Charlie.
Wow.
His mom happened to know a lady that works with him,
Wow.
and so he told his mom to tell her to
Got
tell
it in
him.
an email.
Congrats.
I'm at work email.
Wow.
I'm looking up my production numbers, and I'm getting. By the way, congratulations on your win this weekend, Charlie.
That's flipping awesome.
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
like I can't do that.
Nobody
Like,
can top
no.
that.
He
That's
walked
amazing.
outside of work and he looked under his
Yeah,
car for
I was
bombs.
looking. I went all the way around my car, searched my car, like
He had a
tested
mirror,
my
like a little
handles.
thing with a mirror looking
That's
underneath.
amazing.
He got me, man. And
Little dog sniffing
What
dogs.
does
know
this
how
guy
going
do for a
outside.
living?
it all started was me getting him the week before
Yeah.
a card and a flower and putting it on his front doorstep, saying congratulations on your win, Scott. Remember, because then you're like, your handwriting is beautiful.
That's all I was impressed with. He wrote I thought
I have pretty good handwriting.
I was like,
I can see
Trisha,
that.
this is a
Yeah.
great card. You like, I cannot believe you dropped
Yeah,
this off for your
yeah.
husband. She's like, what are you talking about? I didn't drop no card off at your house. Like, this is not man's handwriting. This is a woman's hand. He's like, oh, that's my husband. Yeah.
So in response to that card, he went 10,000 times harder.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jared's like, okay, well, I beat Scott, and he's like, well, I'm gonna show him messing with my boo Scott, and he started fucking trolling me.
He started sending pizzas with congrats in written in pepperoni.
How
Like,
do you even do that?
It's
you just call the
crazy.
pizza place, say, can you write congrats Charlie on it? And they
Wow.
It's funny.
It wasn't on the box or something.
I got
they
it.
wrote it.
It's funny you bring Jared up. I got an email from him that he wanted me to ask you this on the podcast.
Oh,
Jesus,
Scott just
Oh,
asked
damn,
me.
I know what this is.
Scott just
Oh, no,
asked
I know
me
what this is.
what the rat in Ratatouille was cooking in the movie. He was cooking
Okay.
Ratatouille, you fucking
it's not
idiot.
good. This isn't good. He did not. like I seriously, and I caught myself right when I said it, like immediately. So this is not valid.
You didn't know that he was cooking Ratatouille
I had
in the movie
I had a
Ratatouille?
joke to say as somebody that was talking about, oh, the rat's cooking in there, and I was gonna go, what is he making? And I was gonna ask, like, and I was like, wait a minute, what is that dish called again? It's Ratatouille's the dish,
Right.
Who
In the
you know,
movie called Ratatouille.
in the movie Ratatouille
about a rat called
about a rat cooking. So
Yeah.
I was trying to parallel a rat cooking, and I was trying to find out the name of the dish, but the dish was Ratatouille,
And yet
I knew
he
it.
wins again because
and
I brought
knew
it up.
because I asked. See,
Respect.
I asked.
He's amazing.
And then immediately caught myself, said, "Never mind." And he goes, "Never mind what?" You know, and it just yeah.
Never mind what.
Did I just hear what I
Dummy.
think I heard? Yeah.
All right, so what do we got going on this weekend? Frank, let's hit you up. Anything this weekend?
Dear God,
Tell
man,
me
I'm
about your
hoping to
big
rest.
weekend.
I'm hoping to rest.
Okay, so
yeah.
a boring weekend like me.
Yeah, man. I'm paying for this week right now pretty hard.
I did get some blackberry bourbon barbecue sauce. I'm gonna make ribs. I got it in
Oh, that sounds good.
in Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm gonna make crockpot ribs. That's my big weekend. thing.
Oh, I have some briskets I gotta work on. I have
Yes.
7 briskets I gotta start making some briskets.
Nice.
I know a brisket guy.
Brent?
He made one last
Pizza bread.
weekend. Oh my god.
Yeah, Colleen,
Does he
what
really
you-
make a good brisket?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Can I give you a brisket?
Yeah.
I'll
What'd you
split
just
it with
say?
you. or
Brent, you
something.
hear that?
I'll split it with you. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, that, he can
We'll work it out.
Just message me. Yeah, he loves
Brent-
doing that.
Brent's meat is exquisite.
My buddy Ernie makes some amazing brisket too,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have him probably make a couple. See, that's my hope is to have a brisket for the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Oh, it sounds so
'Cause I know good brisket takes a couple of days. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then you got to put it in the cooler for a few hours, and you gotta,
Yeah.
It's a work of art, man.
it is.
Colleen, what you got going on?
I think we're
Brisket?
going to the zoo on Saturday
Nice.
because we've been taking the kids to the zoo. They like that, and we have passes now for that because we can't do
Yeah.
Disney anymore.
Nice.
So, and then working Sunday, and then after that, I mean, really, I really hope it is an uneventful weekend because I love having my brother here, but we've been doing stuff like every day, you know, and the kids were home all last week, so.
You know, if you ever want to take the kids up to St. Augustine to the Gator Farm, which is a zoo, I'll arrange it for you guys.
You know what? That might have. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. I think that, yeah, because they're
Let me
now
know.
like when we go to the Brevard Zoo, those gators are always just like laying there.
Let me know. It'll blow
Boring.
your mind. It'll blow your
If they
mind.
move, you're like, oh, we moved an arm.
Chris, your weekend?
Stella's with Mama, so
Nice.
probably a lot of motorcycle time. Mandy's gonna come over. We're gonna
Nice.
ride a bike. and
I'll
cook
see you
dinner.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Nice,
stop by.
man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Scott?
Kids all weekend. We're
Yeah.
going to Palm Bay probably Saturday, so they can hang with their cousins.
Nice.
I don't know what we're gonna do Sunday yet.
Okay. Well, let me
Not
know.
sure yet.
I'll be making ribs.
Yeah.
And you're just hanging out, Charlie?
Yeah.
Just hanging out, man.
Good for you, man.
Just hanging. I'm gonna get a bunch of shit done around the house.
It's good, dude. That's what we're 40 years old, man. That's what your weekends really are nowadays. Like my weekends are running around this house trying to get as much shit done as I can.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else probably.
Right.
I mean, that's the weekend.
I love being old.
I love it.
I
do too.
I love it.
Thank you guys very much for having me.
Oh, anytime.
Thanks for
anytime,
coming.
Love it.
man.
Yes.
Appreciate it a lot.
But I know
Yeah.
you weren't feeling well a couple weeks ago when you were going to be on. So we're glad that you're feeling better and we're able to be here tonight.
I'm ready to
with
get
us.
this stuff done, man. It's tired of going back and forth and having down days and up days. I just want to get it whipped.
Yeah,
March 10th, right?
Yep,
Yeah, March 10th. What day is that fall on?
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Okay.
The two
Oh.
docs are making the whole day for me because it's gonna be an 8-hour procedure.
An 8-hour procedure.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, well, maybe by the time we record that night, we'll get some good news and be able to shout out on the podcast.
I'm gonna need you to
It'll be
call
good
us
news. Yeah, I'll call them. Right?
Yeah.
if they're done by then.
Get out of
Yeah, we'll
surgery.
definitely,
Depending what time you go in.
Yeah, I don't know that yet. I'm not
You
gonna
know?
know that till the day before. So
Like while you're in surgery, someone's gonna knock on the door. Hey, just the mic's on the phone. Wants to talk to you. You all right? Talk for a second.
yeah, I'll call and harass you all for sure. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I ain't gonna be a sissy about it. I'm gonna get it done and move on from
Yeah,
it.
man.
Absolutely.
Aw,
It'll be
yay.
great, man.
Yep. Yep. Just a little
Well, we
hiccup.
love you.
I love
Knock
you
it out
guys
of the
too.
park.
Really appreciate it. You realize how much friends and family matter to you and mean to you in situations like this. You know, it's just you find out who real quick who has your back, and it's
Yeah.
because I'm gonna need a lot of people to slap the crap out of me and wake me up and get some crap going on when this gets
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna want to be sitting around. We wanted to do some stuff. So.
I specialize
Definitely.
in slapping.
Yeah,
so.
slap the fire out of me.
Professional slapper.
I got you.
I've never seen you not wanting to do stuff. I
Well,
think you'll be fine. I think
I'm
we
sure,
got.
I'm sure.
and
I
we'll-
hope so.
I think your biggest issue is you need to listen to the doctors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want to get up and go 100 miles an hour. You're going to, I mean, once
As
you
soon
start,
as you have that
soon as
day where you
start
feel it,
feeling
you're gonna
better,
want to do it.
And I think you're going to need somebody to tone you down just a little bit. I feel like you're that type of guy, but
Yeah, so an example.
You know you are too. That's why you're grinning.
If the doctor
much.
tells you,
Pretty much.
if the
yeah.
doctor tells you not to go running, listen to the doctor and don't go running, right, Charlie?
I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk
All right.
It was a long time ago.
Love you guys.
But you know, I mean, if your balls hurt though, you can always freshen them.
Hopefully,
Oh,
my
With
balls
some-
will
God,
feel
I thought we were
fine.
gonna make
with
this
the
a whole
Noble
thing
Man. No,
without
I'm
this.
saving this one. The Noble Man. Like these are ball wipes. They're actually face body cleansing wipes. But
Oh
you
my
have the
gosh.
dude wipes,
Dude wipes.
and
Yeah,
that's just total taint wipes, right?
that's right.
Can I ask you guys a
They're
question?
helpful.
Because
They're
I
kinda nice.
I've
This
never,
took a weird turn.
I've never,
I've been saving this
The
one.
first time you were
I've
on
never-
here, we had a penis
I've
on
never,
the arm.
I've never heard about
That's
these.
legit. That's legit. It did
It
happen.
says face body cleansing wipes. Okay,
I saw those at Marshalls,
but they're to wipe your.
and I got a few packs. I'm like, you never know. It's kind of nice, refreshing. was
Does it
hot
say
out,
on it?
and the other day I was like, I went out and rode the bike a little bit, but I wasn't where I wanted or had the time even to take a shower. But I needed to run out,
Is
and
he
my
gonna go
balls
there?
were a little sweaty, and I just
We're on the way.
opened these up.
Now,
and
when
just-
you were younger, did
and I
anybody
did it. I was like,
teach you to
"Whoa."
wipe your ass properly? I don't
I
understand.
wiped my butt, but my balls have never needed to be wiped until I got older.
Whoa.
Right?
What to do with this?
So a couple weeks
I
ago,
don't
Boot
know.
Scoot
You
and
don't wipe
Boogie is
your
by
balls?
Brooks and Dunn,
Ever?
by the way. You guys
This is
kept
the
saying
first time I
Alan
ever did it.
Jackson.
I'm doing it
and
forever
it was definitely
now.
Brooks and Dunn. I just want to put
I
that
don't
out
need
there.
to.
Is that what the balls are called? Brooks and Dunn?
I just trying to get off this
Brent,
topic.
Brent, we're talking about Brooks and Dunn, buddy.
Hey, wipe
That's
off Brooks.
what it said.
Don't
He's
forget
like,
about Dunn.
You guys were like Alan Jackson, and I'm going crazy over here going, it's Brooks and Dunn.
Whatever,
And
man.
the poop scoot and boogie.
I know country music.
Whoever the weekend is.
Yeah, it's day after tomorrow.
He
I
uses
can't
ball
feel
wipes,
my
I'm
face
sure.
when I'm with you. He sings that song.
He
Like,
sings what
you
now?
ever seen Robin Big on when they had their TV show?
Yeah.
Remember Robin Big?
Yeah.
He used to have the man ponds. Remember the man ponds?
Sure.
He'd take a tamp like it was a man wipe and he'd push it together and put it in his butt because when you're big like that, you have some leakage. Or if you fart or anything, you
Oh,
you
my
never know what could
garage,
just
man.
pop out. So he had man ponds, and it was a whole episode about it. Like you guys are all looking at me like I cannot believe we're talking about this. I am just
No, I just don't feel the need. Like I don't have a
you don't
problem.
need ball. You don't need. You
no,
don't have sweaty balls.
I
You
clean
jog.
my balls.
So you just like
I don't need
all
a
the time.
special wipe.
You don't have like little hand wipes in your car for like when
to
you
wipe
get like
my balls.
wait no.
I feel like a big percentage of dudes don't have these.
They're not only for your
No.
balls,
Yeah,
but I feel
they're
like
for face and body.
they're
right.
for face and body, but your balls are part of your body.
I've been using dude wipes for years, and it's
Years.
revolutionized my cleanliness routine.
Thank you.
But let me
Thank
ask,
you.
what percentage of the time do you use them on your nuts? I need to know what's going on. This
It
is
depends on the day.
Like if you have
Is
a pack of 100 of them, how many are being used for nuttage
Oh no, that's a terrible
or
word.
nut cleansiness?
Oh,
I'm going a solid
Nut cleansing.
10 to
Frank's-
25% depending on the time of year.
25%.
10 to 25 depending on the time
I'm
of
new
year.
at this, so I'm learning. I'm going to ask questions. I've only done this twice now,
See, the real
and I think
solution
I'm
though,
going to continue
Frank's
doing
face.
this.
is you
Oh
need to
my
incorporate
God.
some Gold Bond into your routine, right? Because that's
I
the
used to
ultimate
use Gold
maneuver.
Bond.
thank you.
I don't
and
need
you
Gold
know what
Bond
else
anymore.
you should do is fucking shower. How about
Gold Bond
that?
is all powdery and it gets on everything though.
Yeah, but Gold Bond's amazing. In
It
It
August.
is amazing. It
I don't
makes-
know,
dude,
Frank.
I
I'm
can
with you,
just
buddy.
glide. Like
It's
you
effervescent.
walk so like in the summer you just glide. It's a better thing.
I don't know, man.
What
I'm-
the
I'm
double
out on
hockey
this.
stick just happened.
I don't know.
Charlie, bring your ball over here.
Not yet.
Just take
Hey,
one out.
real
We'll wait
quick.
till afterwards.
I feel
And then
like
you'll be a man.
I feel like we need
There
to
you go.
end this. I'll put one in my pocket.
One for
I'll let
each?
you know what happens.
On the way home.
Hank Aaron passed away. Hammer and
Oh,
Hank Aaron.
man.
Forrest
when was
Leachman
that?
Also passed away
home,
today?
The home run
What?
king.
The other, like a couple days ago. You didn't hear about
Yeah,
that?
a couple days ago.
I did not.
Yeah.
Yep, the home run champ.
Damn, man.
Hammer and Hank literally got spit on and sent hate mail because he broke the home run record.
Yep.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth record, right?
Yeah. And Barry Bonds did not break it because he was on steroids.
He
So
didn't really break
Did
it.
you
That
know
doesn't count, yeah.
I
that
can't say that
not
he did.
one
I'd say he would.
MLB player got nominated to
credit.
the Hall of Fame this year because
Yeah, I
they
saw that.
all are part of that scandal?
Yeah.
I give him credit for it.
Wow, man.
Schilling wants out. We're gonna end this podcast because I got to go
Mark
do something.
McGuire too.
Yeah, I gotta take Stella home and get her ready for bed.
Telling you.
guys.
Frank, you
You know
want
what it
one of
does?
these?
It just it makes them
Negative. I
tingle.
will
Like
pass.
you know when you do the peppermint shampoo.
Peppermint.
And you
What are
actually
you
do
doing?
peppermint shampoo and conditioner, and then after it's over with, it like your hair tingles a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what I'm
You
talking
talking
about.
about the tea tree
Of
oil?
course,
Tea tree
everybody
oil.
knows.
Tea tree.
what
I
I'm
use tea
talking
There's
tree
like,
oil.
there's like a peppermint oil one. There's a
Yeah, I
tea
use-
tree
I use
oil.
tea
Like
tree.
eucalyptus mint?
Yes, I do,
yes.
Scott.
See, you're all about
Oh my
this.
Yeah, but I do
I love me
Epsom
some tea
salt,
tree.
eucalyptus mint, and take a bath.
You know
Epsom
when you
salt
get out of
is
it,
also
how
That's
how
good.
it has that tingle to it.
Yeah.
That's how your balls are gonna feel, sir.
Let me see the package. Is there eucalyptus mint?
No, not these ones. I think I do have some.
Then I don't fucking want.
I think I
Scott.
have 3 different kinds. There's a red one, a green, and a blue.
I'm classy.
I'll give you
I'm
different
I want
sensations.
classy wipes. Those
You,
ones
if
are
you
classy.
if you're like having a bad day, then you go for the red.
yeah, you got
know?
those at Marshalls.
Are these
When it's that
any
time of the
different
month,
than
like it's
baby
that time of the
wipes?
month for me, as we can all know today.
They're like baby wipes.
Then you go with the red.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
just baby wipes.
they're
That's all
just-
it is.
I don't know, Frank.
With a little smell.
I'm
on it.
sorry, Frank.
Yeah, don't be sorry to me. I didn't do anything.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to deal with this.
did
I didn't know
nothing
you
to
had hours of day to shower all day long.
I love
You're
it.
just so clean.
1 in the morning.
Like, what do you
one in
do?
the
Like
afternoon.
3 a day?
That's what I do too.
I
do
can
one
if
in the
I'm
morning,
off.
one in the evening.
Yeah, I will if I'm not working. I will.
I
if
love
I'm-
them. Like showering in the morning is a must.
Oh, it has to be. Yeah, I can't wake
Yeah.
up without a shower in the morning.
I don't have to shower at night before I go to bed.
Oh, I.
It's a ball wipe.
But I wrong. Yeah.
But there's something about
Jesus.
a nice shower before you go to bed with a clean bed.
This guy.
That's the
That's
jammy
true.
jam
You know
right
it's
there,
true.
buddy.
It's
Oh
true.
my
Frank
God.
knows what's
You
up.
know what's up.
If it's
That
nighttime,
is-
it's a
that
bath.
is
then.
the
Nothing
stuff.
like
I think
it.
a man needs to take a bath at
Dude,
night.
I haven't taken a bath since I was like 5 years old.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
But you also swim with alligators.
Baths are great.
There's a level of manlyhood that you have that none of us in this room do.
Yeah. Yeah. I just took a bubble bath this weekend in North Carolina.
It was amazing, wasn't
you
it?
really?
it was pretty good.
See, and Frank's like, he goes,
Yeah.
Sometimes you take a shower,
I
but then
bathe
you
with
sit down in the
alligators.
shower and you're like, it's a bath shower.
That's
Yeah.
true. That does happen
It's a
sometimes.
bower.
Yeah, I think the last bath I took, if we're talking about it like that, it was probably by mistake, Chris. Yeah.
well, listen. After your surgery, you might need a little sponge bath.
Yeah.
Scott's your guy.
No,
He's got
I
wipes
am not
for
your
it.
guy
Scott-
for baths and sponges. I'm a white guy and balls.
Well, he'll wipe you down.
He doesn't need that.
He knows the
He
area.
needs a
He's special-
sponge bath.
he's-
You are the Epsom salt. Bring your eucalyptus mint over to his broom.
He'll be gentle yet thorough.
He specializes in the wipe area.
This reminds me of that episode of Friends when Chandler discovers how great baths are and he has to bring the boat into
Yes.
the bathtub
To
to
make it
manly.
Yeah. I don't care.
The salts are starting to effervesce.
I will take a
Epsom salt's amazing.
I will take a bath in Epsom salt, eucalyptus mint, light a candle, and listen to a fucking crime podcast. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll drink a
I'll
chai
listen
tea.
to a podcast and
I-
throw some. Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Care.
god.
I'm secure enough in my manhood. I'm good.
Oh yeah.
Don't bother me a bit.
If the option was there, I would take a bath. I just haven't done it in a long time.
We're getting too deep into it. We need to end this episode right
Yeah.
You're a lot smaller than I am. You got a lot more room in the bathtub.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a problem
So
for me.
like,
I gotta
me
put
and
my
bathtubs
legs
are a
up where the-
problem.
I have showers, not bathtubs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the
Option.
Pro Bowl is being played on
It's not
Madden
there.
this year, just so y'all know.
I thought so.
Yeah, okay. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright. Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright.
Dude, that's just killer! Oh, dude, that was awesome.
Hey, it's Thad looking for James, and anyone who's listening. Hello.